So here we have, this is the BPMC Video Nasty. I bought this. I bought it in like the spring of last year and didn't get it until November, December-ish. So this is like my main control surface that does a lot of the cool effects. This is one I'm borrowing from a wonderful gentleman by the name of Tony. Let me borrow this. This is the Tachyons Plus Vortex Decoder. I know this is super dark. We may go grab another light and set up lighting like midstream here so that we can see this. I like building my streams with you all live. This is the Vortex Decoder. These things are both of these are like handmade. This one costs like $700, so I wanted to try it before I bought it, and thankfully a wonderful follower by the name of Tony is letting me borrow their unit. These are just circuit bent video processors. So the BPMC is like a SEMA video switcher. Kind of like this one, the Video Effects Master. Yeah, we're going to have to bring a light over here. The Tachyons Plus is an Archer signal processor, so it has the normal controls on the front. What I really want is their dream weapon, but I at least wanted to play with this first. We'll talk about it more. Then I have a Chroma Corruptor. This thing came from Italy, also from Etsy. I don't know where the power plug went for it. We'll probably find that on stream. We have the Mismatcher. This thing came from, I believe, Brazil, I want to say. This is just a super basic dirty mixer between two sources. And then over here, I have what's called a Spectral Mesh. This is a Raspberry Pi project that takes video input and output and does some cool stuff, and you can even control it if you set up the presets ahead of time via a Nanokorg 2 MIDI controller. I don't have any of that set up yet. We're going to mess with that because you actually need a UVC capture card for the composite input, and I got one of the good ones, the GV whatever ones, but I don't think it is UVC, so it's probably not going to work right now. And then, of course, I have my camcorder input. We have the good old Commodore CRT up here. Yeah, we got some vibes going. Like I said, I need to get a light set up for over here. Just a little bit more mood lighting going on. Hopefully something appropriate, but we'll see. But yeah, so that's kind of the goal today, is to just vibe with some synth stuff or some glitch art stuff and mess with this. Actually, all three, the BPMC Video Nasty, the Tachyons Plus unit, and the Mismatcher I showed with the cables coming out of it, those all accept CV inputs from synths and things like that, control voltage inputs. And so once I get more familiar with my synth setup, I can actually use that to control the visuals on there too, which should be pretty sick. So previously, you may have noted, before our previous stream, I had a separate monitor right here and all the video synth stuff on this tiny little table, and they just kept getting stacked on top of each other, and it wasn't really conducive to getting stuff done. So by having this cool little just corner here where it's all on the desk spread out and plugged in ready to rock, should allow me to do some cool art stuff. So I'm very stoked for that. And that's kind of what we're going to vibe with today. I do want to see the results of my IP scan real quick, see if we found anything useful. Anything that says Extron. It does not look like it. All right. I figured as much. Apologies, my voice has basically gone out today. I had to record today's video like 3 different times, and it's late. My voice is mostly gone, but that's fine. By the way, for the Glitch Art patrons at patreon.com/glitchart, I just posted a behind-the-scenes breakdown of how I made the Starstream graphics and visuals, all those glitch art effects and things like that, as well as some of the other intros for my Beacon videos and how it's evolved since the early days back in 2020 when we first started debuting Starstream as a character. So go check that out. It'll probably be on Nebula as well, but those are kind of the only channels that you can watch it through. I will do more breakdowns as requested moving forward. I just don't know what pieces anyone would actually want to break down of. Speaking of that kind of stuff, though, it's been requested that I open up a print tier at some point, and that is a goal of mine. But I want to get experience printing my glitch art stuff before I do that kind of thing. And so I haven't actually done it yet. I got distracted. I was supposed to do that before I streamed and forgot. But I'm going to order a few prints from Shutterfly of some of my favorite pieces and see how they look and what tweaks I may need to make, because most of the stuff I do so far is captures rather than actual screen scans with the camera. I'm working on getting a setup to do scans. I have the camera for it. I use the GH5S. It has synchro scan to keep the refresh rate in. It has a low pass filter to help with moire, but I don't really have a physical setup for it. So I'm working on getting that set up, and when I do, that'll improve things a little bit. But for now, all my captures, you know, they're 480i upscaled to 1080p, upscaled further, whatever. A lot of sharpness gets lost along the way, and so I got to experiment with, do I sharpen a little bit extra before I print, whatever, to make it look the right texture for printing. So I'm gonna order a couple from Shutterfly and probably do a couple iterations to figure out what my mastering process needs to be for prints, and then I may open a shop with InPrint or use that for a Patreon tier. Or I may look into printing at home. That'll involve an investment of getting a printer and finding somewhere to set it up here in the studio, and printers are hell, even just for like casual office use. But, you know, it could be fun. So we'll get there eventually. I really need to. I asked in another Discord of people who do this kind of stuff how they kind of get themselves, especially with ADHD, to keep on top of their like portfolios and galleries that they post to. Because I put up the glitch art website, and then I keep forgetting to add to it because it's this whole process. I'd rather just focus on making things or whatever. And so I need to get in a better habit of that, so it's easier to find the pieces that I'd want to like look at again for printing or whatever. But hopefully we're going to make some cool stuff today. I'll show you some of the process involved, and now that I have the tools kind of in place and the computer better set up over here, because previously it was all over here. It was not fun, but I'm slowly figuring out the right workflow for it. And what we talked about last stream of taking this setup that wasn't working for me and making it into something that does what I want has already been huge, just in what little I made the, I don't know if you saw, let me pull it up. I don't know if you saw the happy birthday post I did yesterday. It's not my birthday, but it was the idea I came up with. Oh, I forgot. OBS lets you hide it from desktop capture now. It's wonderful. All right. So I posted a glitch art I made last night just as a last minute, like I need to do stuff kind of thing. And this was 2 different video signals put together. And it was kind of neat. It looks like it'd be like a glitchy birthday card. So send it to someone whose birthday it is. Or maybe like for the print tier, I'll ask everyone to submit their birthdays, and then I can mail those off in time for that or something. I don't know. Hope y'all are having a wonderful weekend. All right. So we got that taken care of. I guess we will fire up the CRT. I may need to add a notch filter to the audio capture to block out the flyback. So if you start hearing screeching, just let me know in chat. But it should reject it automatically. I'm not really sure. Geez, what the hell is that? If you're referring to the microphone, stay tuned on Wednesday. You'll find out. I built my own microphone. I'll leave it at that. I got tired of reviewing microphones, and I built my own. All right. I guess let's get on with the... let's get a light. I think I don't like the setup without the light. It's really dark over here. It worked with the overhead lights, so maybe I could turn those back on, but like that's a little too dark and moody. Even if we fire up the... Hang on. Even with the CRT on, it's going to be a little too dark. The only problem at the moment, since we don't have the control set up for the video switcher, is I'm going to have to keep switching my chair like back and forth here, because the video switcher's over here, all the other setups over here. But it'll be fine. We'll figure it out. Yeah, I think that's what we're doing. All right, let me go grab a light. I will give you one of these views. Yeah. I hope there's no NDA thing in here. Probably not. What's up, Big Dario? All right, I have the Elgato light. It's not charged. Yeah, it's not charged, but we can plug it in. Hello? There we go. What if we just like Mac it over here. Question is that enough? No. Okay. Ideas. We can put it. There we go. Not a permanent solution, but it should be good enough you can see what I'm doing. I think that works. All right, so the next step, I want to get like a side-by-side of the capture versus that frame going, so we can build that scene. What's up, Schwinty1? Schwinty. DT together is hard to say. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. We are going to get some glitch art goodness going here. I do want to build a scene real quick. Your video quality is crisp. What kind of face camera do you use? This is the Sony A7C, and I am using a Yongnuo 14mm lens. It's actually a Canon mount, but I have it adapted for the super wide-angle goodness. But Sony A7C brought in at 4K. That was the new Elgato Light Magnetic. Yes, it is, Buckaroo Brogan. It is. I just have it stacked. I don't know if you can actually see this. What about this view? I just have it stacked on these books here. I don't want to get it too close to the CRT with the magnets because it will distort and goss up the screen. But we will have, I will get some sort of overhead, just basic light pointed down here, or shot down on here for future setups. Or we'll just get some nice colored light glowing up from the sides and it'll provide a big enough, vibe. Well, mic is that? It is a custom built mic by myself. You will find out more on Wednesday. Hopefully Wednesday. All right, let's get a scene put together here. We'll call this Glitch and Glitch for the side-by-side. We will add the overhead camera. So it's long out of necessity. I didn't want it to be. Schwinty. Okay, that's fine. But the video is going to be a lot of fun. You're not going to want to miss it. YouTube.com/EposVox, by the way. All right, so we're going to get this kind of side by side with the capture of it, which I'm going to have to output over NDI. That's going to be annoying. All right, but I can bring that in now. It's a USB-C mic as well. Yeah, it's only USB 2, but it works. Honestly, like, it looks ridiculous right now, but it's only the windscreen's length longer than the SM7B, and it's not that much longer than like the RE20 with the pop filter on it anyway. All right, glitch capture NDI source. There we go. Shabam Shazam. And that should give us a feed in a second here. Hopefully, NDI, don't fail me now. No. What the hell? How do I have like 3 different NDI sources coming from this PC, but this one is the one that doesn't want to work? Here, I'll let you see the scene I'm trying to work on. So my goal is to put on the right side the capture, but it's being a derp. Hello? What if I do preview? Because you don't need the full res. Nope. That's so weird. I don't usually have this issue. That's really frustrating. Okay. How do I want to do this? Because you can just see on the CRT, but that's obviously not the best viewing experience. Yeah, I love NDI too. I have literally my entire studio run on it at this point. Like, I have a whole update video for that. But I don't know why this specific OBS instance isn't outputting it. Maybe it's because I have OBS coming, or NDI coming in on another copy of OBS. Hang on one sec. Let's do this. Maybe the NDI plugin doesn't like multiple OBS instances. So the capture setup for this is pretty jank. I can show you this, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So I have the instance on the right, which is what I run most of my graphics from. Like I can overlay, you know, whatever graphics I add to it and whatever to output. And that's going over the deck link output of a Blackmagic capture card to composite to the glitch art setup. And then the capture is over here in a second OBS instance. Oh, that just got real clippy. I'm sorry. Has that been happening this whole time? Hold up. I can fix that. I am so sorry. All right, we should be good now, I think. Hello? Yes. Okay. So the capture comes in the second OBS instance because I can't output and capture in the same OBS instance, and that doesn't make sense. So then in order to NDI output this, I think NDI inputting, because I had a NDI source from my main PC over here, so I could more conveniently do graphics on my main PC. I think that was breaking, so let's see if this wants to cooperate more. I don't think it does. That's really annoying. It's just not giving me a source at all. And you can only, with the NDI scan tools, you can only output one device at a time, which is really annoying. You should be able to capture multiple devices at a time. I don't know why they have that limitation. All right, well, what I can do is I can just add, let me move it over. So I want you to see the controls. I can add the screen capture source we already have and just crop it. Like, it's fine for this purpose. So I believe it's glitch PC. Yeah, so I can literally just come in here. Like, it's not ideal, but it's good enough for Twitch right now. I think you all will get the picture. Then we can do a little something. Okay, yeah, but that's going to take up the whole screen. So we're going to just kind of put it over here in the corner so you can see what the heck's going on. Capiche? Capiche. There we go. That should be fine. Good enough for now. And then we can even add. Is it this one? Nope, not that one. Building scenes live, ladies and gentlemen. Professional streamer, by the way. We can add the overhead camera here. Take up some of this extra space. What's up, Hunter? You're watching me fail at NDI not working for some reason. There we go. All right. So we've got the glitch art set up. We've got the capture off the camera or off the feed, and we've got camera view. We should be okay. New people trickling in. Hope everybody is having a wonderful weekend. Ready to start the week. All right, let's start figuring out what we're going to glitch. So, step one to that is, of course, finding something to glitch in the first place, which I have a couple ideas going of what I want to work on. So let me pull these up. I'm actually going to switch this over to just chatting for a sec. I don't have my Stream Deck set up or anything yet. I did not find an IP for the Extron, so I don't know that we're going to be able to access it yet. That's really frustrating. But I can just reach over and do the physical controls. So what I'm talking about with the Extron switcher, I guess I will show you that real quick. I will post a link to this in the chat from the Shmups forum. This is a new utility that someone has developed, allowing you to use a web browser or a touchscreen device to control your Extron switchers, so you don't have to have it accessible or reach up and grab it and things like that. It's really cool. Supports up to 32 preset buttons, which is fine. I think it should just allow as many as you want, but whatever. And it's fairly straightforward and easy to run, and you basically just run a web server that sends the commands. This is pretty cool, but I think I would prefer to do it from a Stream Deck, so I'm just going to have to use my own with serial send. However, in order to actually access the Matrix switcher from Extron, I need to set an IP for it. And I can't do that until I can connect to it over serial, and I don't have a serial connection right now. I have a serial to Ethernet cable, but not serial to USB. So I am unfortunately going to have to wait to set this up, and we're just going to reference my piece of paper, super analog style. But yeah, that's the idea. But I did have a couple notes saved of what I want to work on in terms of the glitch stuff. like in term just project ideas. If y'all have any ideas, we can make this a collaborative process, but I want to show you the kind of process I'm working on for a specific idea. So I'm going to pull this up. I don't think anything else you see is going to be problematic. Okay, sometimes I have like NDA'd stuff in my view here. All right, this should be fine. So I just have a list here in Google Keep with some Envato Elements links. So Envato Elements, this is not sponsored or anything like that. Envato Elements is a service like Storyblocks or whatever, where you can subscribe for an annual fee and get recurring, a whole bunch of royalty-free assets. And so I want to do some sort of image idea with a samurai shot through a frame. So the frame is going to be pretty realistic. We don't even have to mess with it right now, although I do want the general idea of what I'm working with, like through the arches or through a window. I want to composite that over top a glitched view of a samurai off in a distance, like from behind, where it's obvious what it is, and we can mess with the background and stuff. I was really struggling to find an image that actually captured what I was going for in terms of like the obvious samurai imagery or whatever. Oh, look, OBS has shown back up after it was not doing so before. That's really weird. That setting is not super consistent, I guess. There's a new setting in the OBS update to not, you know, show OBS in the capture, and apparently it just undid itself. Anyway, so like this one looks cool and has an easy to key out background or remove, but like the sword is super small. You can't entirely tell this is supposed to be a samurai. This one is a fair bit more, like it's got the hat, like it's kind of a little bit more samurai-y, but removing the background would be a little more tedious. This one's badass, but it's from the front, and so I'm not sure the context. Like I was thinking maybe have the swords overlaid instead of a frame, and maybe like duplicate them. We might mess with that first because that might be the easiest to do. So I'm gonna make a new folder in my, oh dear, glitch art folder. None of this is organized enough. I need a new organization system. We're just gonna give it the date and samurai. Look up Sekiro cosplay. I mean, there's not going to be that here. I guess I could just rip something in general because it's going to be transformative enough, but like I want something from behind, and most people don't take pictures like that. Or I guess I could do something like that and just make it a silhouette. Like theoretically, if I make it a silhouette, you won't know it's from behind. Or it's not from behind. By the way, how do you think the microphone sounds? Without any context of what it is yet. Again, Wednesday. How do you think it sounds? All right. So if we go with something like this, I think I can blow it up. My voice is still shot, so it's not like a good representation. We get this arch, maybe composite out that looks like a telephone pole. Oh no, it's just like a bigger arch. No, is that a tree separate from the pole? I'm not sure. Sexy. Okay. Sexy. Oh, don't ban Hunter. No, wrong click. Wrong click. Okay. So maybe we work with this and some Sekiro imagery. That might be the play. Because this is at least easily identifiable. It's not something I have a license for, but it's a video game image that I'm going to, you know, mess with a lot. So clean and vibrant. That's a good description for a microphone. All right. Let's get rid of all this background noise. Not Sekiro, then Demon Slayer. Interesting. All right. Let's hope Photoshop's algorithms come to play here. Select subject. Please get the sword. It's fairly high contrast here. Okay, I think Photoshop's confused. I've never had it just... What? I've never had Photoshop crash trying to select a subject. That is a first. What? What in the world? All right, so we're going to do like 3 layers of compositing here. Just to show you the general workflow. So we're going to first do this. Hope it selects the subject. Maybe it's all the noise from the cloud I got confused by. All right, it worked this time and like instantly. And that is more or less what we want. Yeah, that's fine. Like the hair spikes would kind of be preferred. They're so... Like, I don't blame it for not wanting to pick those up. Let's go ahead and pull that off. And then we'll just pin out the hair itself. And that should be fine. So we'll like, do. Just super lazy about it. We're making it a silhouette. So as long as we got... I think this was already an edited image because the way the hair like falls off here, I don't think that's how it was originally captured, but that's fine. You make the mask and draw the hair back in. Yeah. For you, Epos, I would go through 3 ads back to back. Jesus. Because we just want a silhouette. We don't care if it's completely accurate. Yeah, this had to have already been an edited screenshot. This is kind of jank. So I'm going with like what I expect it to be. Making it a little bit more Goku-like than it's probably supposed to be, but that's fine. All right, good enough. All right, and combine those. And we will just color overlay black. I guess it needs to be white, actually. Yeah, that should be fine. If we make a new layer, make it black. Yep, that looks like a samurai. All right, we will cropiola. Actually... Let's just go ahead and resize it in Photoshop. So, image image size first. We want it 480 high. Yep. That's almost exactly 720 by 480. Perfect. I want to see those layers. Fair. Absolutely fair. Just trying to get a silhouette. Yeah, we got that. We got those nice crisp edges that'll convey well. All right, and then we just need to crop the canvas to 640. Because while I would like to send 720 by 480, it doesn't seem to work sometimes with how the deck link output works. All right, so that should just crop center. Yes, okay. Nope, what did I just move? The black? All right. Actually, let's make it bigger. I don't want it too big because of overscan, so we'll do about that. Should be good. Is that official Sekiro art? I don't think so. It looks like it was fan... Yeah, Zero Chan. It looks fan-made because of the way the hair gets blurred out and stuff. But yes, I can. Thank you for pointing that out. I can get the hat that I wanted. Let's see. That's probably the right angle. I know this is super cliche and tropey. I'm not trying to be inappropriate with it. I had an idea in my head. I wish I could... Maybe if I move chat to the left side of OBS. That'll make my life easier. There we go. All right. Now we can paste that bad boy in here. Select subject. Make my life quicker and easier. And we just get rid of the dude. Sorry, dude. You wear the hat well, but it is not your time. Good enough. We're putting this on a standard definition canvas here. Does not need to be amazing. All right. But then I cropped off the hair for nothing. That's fine. Probably a little something like... I don't want to squish his head too much. About there. I guess we can erase the hair. Go ahead and rasterize and erase that little hair piece. Whoa. All right. You're right. We can add... Oh, you're right. See, this is why these are things I'd come up with in the slow process, but you are 100% right. We can start adding all sorts of stuff. All right, so I love the tattered clothes look on this side. I want to add a little bit of what would look like shoulder armor or something over here. My drawing skills are nothing, and I'm using a mouse, so... Judgment a little less judgy. Maybe remove the sword on the back. I don't know that I want to remove it because I want it to be noticeable, but maybe I shift it. Because obviously it makes the hat look weird. So maybe we... try to make that look like a natural cutoff point. Yeah, it messes up the hat. Control X, Control V. Color overlay. I could have just converted this whole thing with like a color overlay adjustment layer or something, but this is fine. All right, and now we like rotate it a bit, shove it over that shoulder. Hell, we could go for like a curved sword off that side, but this will balance it out. Oh shoot. Okay, I don't like that bump on it either. I don't know what's going on with that. You won't really notice it in the capture, but it's fine. All right, so we've got what's going to be the hilt, tattered clothes, hilt, pointy bit, and spiky shoulder thing I want to add here. So I think that will add enough symmetry. Draw your last pathetic card, Yugi. My grandpa's deck has no cards, Kaiba. Just no cards at all? That's not bland. My grandpa's deck has no cards. You tore them up, Kaiba. Alright, so we're just gonna totally wing this, make it look terrible, but maybe the idea will come across. For Honor Samurai, yeah, let's look at that. Man, I played that game so hard for like 3 months and then forgot all about it. I kind of like the Chunky Boy armor. I'm thinking of like the Hayabusa armor. I realize it's supposed to be ninja and not samurai, but the Hayabusa armor from like Halo 3, obviously also from Ninja Gaiden that it was originally like modified from, but some of the, like I'm kind of blending a couple ideas here. It doesn't need to be totally like accurate. Yeah, see most of the... Ooh, wait. That's a knight armor, but that's kind of... We could rip some of that. Is For Honor dead? I keep thinking of going back to it. Oh, we can't. We got to do all this. It's an image. Why do we need a download process for an image? Like, I understand that image hosting sites need to find a way to, like, protect themselves so they can keep doing whatever they're doing. But it's an image, dude. Just let me save it. But yeah, I keep thinking about going back to, For Honor, because I loved it back when I was, like, affiliate streaming back in, like, 2017. They're still supporting it? Interesting. I'll give it a go. I sucked at it, so, you know, whatever, but, all right. All right, let's see what we can get out of this. I just want that kind of idea. Nope. I realize I could probably lasso this and make my life a lot easier, but I don't know. A crappy job at pin tooling has just always been the way for me. If you have better tool recommendations, I'm always open, but I will probably make excuses why I'm not doing it. All right, so look at it this way. Ah, yeah, boy. Gonna look totally unrealistic for a samurai, but think of it like a video game armor customization. Like, you want it to be not realistic. You want it to be like hyper realistic, where you got fiction applied to it. Let's stretch out those little ridges a bit. Yeah, that was like the perfect angle. Nope, nope, what happened? Zoom in. Thank you. All right, liquefy. ASMR art stream. There we go. Ah, yes. I'm not getting a whole lot of spiky bits. I could probably clone stamp that a little bit too. That's probably fine. Let's make that ridge, like to go for the other knight armor we were looking at. Like that little spiky bit, we can just liquefy like that out. Ah, dude. Thank you for bringing up For Honor. All right, that should be good. Oh, nope, we gotta. Dude, all right, all right. Color overlay. I should probably have shortcuts for all this, but I don't. Whatever. Dude. Now this is for some glitch art stuff. We're gonna composite some stuff together. All right, that turned out sick. I kind of want to do one. Do I want to do one there? I feel like it's balanced. I feel like it's fairly balanced. I may want to... Do I want to... Yeah, hang on. I want to do... I don't know if this will work, but... I want to take... this. Duplicate it. Smaller. Something like that. Is that dumb? That looks kind of dumb. Now it looks like a flower dress. All right, never mind. I think it's fine. It's probably fine. All right, so let's save this. And then we will export it out to the glitch art PC. Sources. We'll just make a new folder because that one's full. Samurai. Once the storage server on there wakes up, there we go. Samurai. All right, so step one, we're going to glitch this image, and then we will composite it. What's up, Man-Child Show? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. We are currently testing my own homemade microphone and doing some glitch art. All right, let's switch over to the glitch setup. All right. Bless you, Avermedia microphone arm. All right. Where'd my mouse go? There we go. All right, so first and foremost, we want to make a new scene. Sources, Samurai. Drag that on there. Okay, this was not a 640 by 480 image. I don't know what happened. It's fine. Transform center to screen. Up there. All right. So now we have to send... What are we going to use first? Let's mess with the vortex decoder. There we go. We're already getting something going. I don't want... What do I have it running through this, picking up a second signal? Oh, it's going through the dirty mixer? There we go. Okay. Oh. You can still see Explore. My bad. There we go. So we're going to make it a little smaller. Actually, your view is getting cut off. The actual capture is not getting cut off. So we've got it run through the vortex decoder and then this secondary dirty mixer, which is just overlaying something. We don't really need it right now. So I'm actually going to turn off. I have it outputting. Actually, where did it go? That's interesting. Oh, it's outputting the taskbar. So I have a second monitor run through the capture setup, and it's just capturing the taskbar. That's hilarious. We could set up a background image to try to transpose through this dirty mixing strategy, but I'm not really sure it's kind of what we need. So we're gonna turn off that layer for now. We got brightness dials. We go black and white if we go too bright. There we go. So I don't know why this capture is always a little bit more green, but I can correct for that in post. Crank up the enhance slider. We keep losing color. That's really weird. It must be an effect of the dirty mixer. Yeah, it's got to be, because now I just lost color again. That's weird. All right, that's fine. Oh, I'm only losing color on my CRT. I'm not losing color on the capture. That's fascinating. All right, anyway. My Commodore monitor I use here needs to be swapped out with like a PVM or something if I can find a big enough PVM. I have a 13-inch monitor coming in that I may put here as instead, because this one just doesn't handle signals very well. All right, so our capture's really dirty. I need to just route the vortex out to our capture. Hang on one sec. Okay, my Extron matrix has stopped responding to the buttons. The buttons don't light up anymore. 1 second. AKA Dad TV with the raid party at 9. I had my alerts off on that scene. Oh no, I didn't. Yeah, I did. My apologies. Thank you so much for the raid, dude. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Let me go ahead and add that back. We just made a new scene. You literally came in as we just switched to a new scene I just made, so I didn't even have alerts set up. Thank you so much for the raid. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Hope your stream went well. We are doing some glitch art stuff here. I'm currently fighting my analog video switcher. I have to reboot it real quick. But we are making a cool samurai piece, assuming things run well. So shouts out to AKA Dad TV for the awesome raid. That's party of 9, not party 6. Not that it matters. Bad Tandems, what's up? Tom Dermodius, what's up? YOLO bro. All right, let me power cycle my switcher real quick. Is that the new mic? This is a homemade microphone, brother. It is awesome. You can find out more on Wednesday. All right, let me see if it responds to buttons now. Okay, we should be good now. Okay. Your homemade mic sounds better than my $20 mic. Hell yeah! That's the idea. Still enjoying the boom arm? Yes. So AverMedia sent me a replacement microphone arm because the first one was faulty. So now it actually holds up like it's supposed to without overcranking it and stuff. Pretty good so far. All right. So we've got our samurai dude. It's working a little bit better. Signal's a lot cleaner now. We can crank up a little bit of noise reduction. It's not really doing anything. I gotta mess with our amp here. All right, let's set all of our settings back to 0. There we go. That's too bright. All right, so I'm trying not to do the same effect every video or every art piece. Oh, my camera's not aligned. Hold on. That's gonna bother me. I'm sorry. We're good now. So I'm trying not to do the same effect every time. Oh, we lost color again. There we go. But we can do something like this with the modulation lines, which I'm a huge fan of. Like I said, I'm trying not to be a one-trick pony because I keep doing it all the time. But we can get a few ideas going, and then when we composite it later, we can figure out what we actually like best. So I'm gonna go ahead and start capturing. And we can start tweaking from here. Oh, we can get that outline going, although we can't see the whole image, so it's not necessary. Oh, there we go. Now we're getting something funky. Ooh, I love it with the RGB noise in there. If I could get that RGB noise consistent, that would be incredible. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to. Maybe. Ugh. Oh, yes. There was probably a frame in there we can use where it's fully noised up. Perfect. All right, let's tone this back down a bit. You can see here we've now lost our original... Oh, there we go. We lost our original image there a bit. So for those of you just joining, this is the Tachyons Plus Vortex Decoder. I'm borrowing it from a lovely viewer by the name of Tony. This is the BPMC Video Nasty. It is my personal unit. However, I cannot run the Tachyons Plus into the BPMC. I just get absolutely nothing out of it. It's really weird. All right, so we got the modulation look going that we can mess with. That's getting too out of control. Oh, I need to stop recording. And now we have lost our stability of our signal. Damn it. All right. This thing is really finicky with getting like getting the right settings that you want out of it, but when you do, it is glorious. Yeah, that's not gonna work. How do we wanna... Ooh, if we can get the shadow going, hold up. If we can get the shadow look going, I dig that. I did that with the Gundam piece a while back. Hold on one sec. So close, so close. Ooh, right there. Right, I'm gonna start recording so maybe I can catch a frame of it. Because I don't need this to be animated necessarily. I just... Oh, that's kind of funky. I just need the one frame. Oh. Ooh, or maybe we transpose like the glitched shadow onto the... Ooh, that's an idea. That's going to be a lot of pin tool work, but we can do it. All right. Let's undo a lot of this. Let's crank up this dial. Not that far. We want the like screaming glitch shadows that we compose on top or beneath the capture we already made. All right. Am I missing any options at my disposal at the moment? I don't think I am. Like I said, this thing has a bunch of knobs and buttons and none of them are labeled, so I've been really frustrated that like I don't know what to expect in terms of behavior. So getting consistent results has been kind of annoying. I much prefer the user's manual I get with the Video Nasty. Give me just a sec, Yellow Bro. Come on. Give me a stable shadow. Give me a stable shadow. Ah! Right there, please. No! Right, maybe we can make one of those work. What do you charge for a glitch art logo? Haven't actually commissioned one before. If you want to shoot me an email, I'll type it here. Or join us on Discord, discord.gg/EposVox. I need to set up like voice attack or whatever every time I type, or every time I say Discord for it to just automatically do that. That wouldn't hurt anything. But we could discuss like what you want. Absolutely. I have a lot of fun with this stuff. All right. So we have the modulated look for the actual silhouette. We theoretically have a shadow to work with. I want to get one more attempt at something before we try to work on a background. Ooh, what if we make our own shadow? Instead of trying to capture the stable shadow, what if we just make a different effect here and we can make it our own shadow? Like, that's totally fine. Because we can invert colors, do whatever we need to. All right, why is that unstable? Yeah, I don't know. See, we used this knob before and it was completely stable. And now with everything reset, it's not anymore. All right. Ooh, the glitchy shadow look might be it. Awesome. Have a good one, Yellow Bro. Thank you for stopping by the stream. So we might be able to do a glitchy shadow with this look right here. I'm going to go ahead and capture it. We might damage it further in a moment. Okay. So I'm going to stop capturing this. I want to see if I can take it anywhere else first. Nope, that gets too distorted. Nope. All right, so which reminds me of VHS tapes. That's the idea. We're using all analog gear, and if I had more time, we would just burn this to a VHS tape and capture it back off to get the authenticity of the texture and stuff. But I'm just capturing in real time because it's a lot easier to get work done. I'm gonna try passing this signal through a device called the Chroma Corruptor. I somehow, when I moved everything, lost the power supply for it and haven't found it yet. But this one should work. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna take the output this. All right, so input 1. All right, so that should be, since I can't set up my presets yet, I got to reference a chart. All right, so we've got 17 needs to run to 28, and then 12 to 9. All right, I don't know if that did what I needed it to. Hey, it did. All right, so now we have hijacked 3 different cable streams from 3 different devices now. But we're using the Chroma Corruptor. And we're just going to try to get a shadow going. We've got 2 different glitch effects with 2 different versions of it applied, as well as a general input level, which doesn't really mean a whole lot on its own. So what I want, again, I'm just trying to go for like a cool shadow look. I really like that if it wasn't cut off at the bottom. I really like this if we could keep it stable. There we go. One of these frames might make a good background. Or a shadow. We'll capture that for a second. We'll try glitch number 2. Oh yeah, we also have a gain dial. And a bias dial, which I have not used. Oh, there we go. I wanted to... Ooh. It still has the white outline though, but we can mess with that. I don't know that any of this is going to give us what we want. Okay, let's turn bias back up. Now what effect are we getting? Just the same... kind of. Yeah, I'm not too worried about that. This one, however, if we could get dialed in, we're not going to be able... Oh, it was right there. Oh, shoot. All right, I'm going to hit record. See if I can get it again. Yes. It was right there. That is the shadow. And even the noise pattern I wanted. I was going to have to glitch out a whole separate background. And that's the background I wanted. We freaking got it. Yo! Okay. Stop recording. All right. The Chroma Corruptor looks like a cassette tape. Kind of. I have an alternate dirty mixer that's literally in a VHS tape. I don't use it as much because it's basically the same and it's more awkward to run than this white one. Okay. So now we can come back to the computer. Now we can start actually building something. So we got the background and the shadow that I wanted at the same time. I did not anticipate that. So I'm going to go ahead and open up Resolve, not System Properties. Resolve. I'm going to switch you all over to Desktop View here. We're going to pull up our Captures folder. We took a few from today. Today's the 7th. All right, we've got 5 files to look at here. Get some stills from. We also have to consider what we're viewing this through. So I need to come back. Unless you all have alternative suggestions like a portal gate or something, which may actually be cool. If so, find me a cool portal gate from a video game and let me know what to look for or link it. We're going to go with the gates. So I'm literally going to just mask out like this and turn it into a portal. So we're going to license this one. That's fine. All right. Where's Resolve? We'll call this Samurai. Okay, someone found something I will check in just a second. We are at 1440 by 1080. 5994. That should work. Drag those in. Doesn't really fit the theme though. Let's check that out. Yeah, I kind of see what you're going for though. I'm thinking of something like almost like a Battlestar gate, like a super sci-fi gate that still has not glitchy looking textures. That's not, I don't know. We'll find it. First, we want to mess with this. All right, I may have to take a bio break in a second. That will be unfortunate, but that's fine. All right, here we go. So we wanted, oh, we don't need the darker shadow. Okay, now we have to make a choice because I really liked, I can't, how do I, here, I'll just drag it on. I really liked, I know we caught it. I know. Yeah. I really liked with the dots in it. As our, oh yeah, it was over here. Yeah, I really liked this. So then I would want the white shadow, but we got a really sick dark shadow with the background baked in. I thought, wait, is this the same file? There we go. Although that's kind of a white shadow. Maybe we could, ooh, we might be able to get those two. All right, so I'm going to marker this. Go ahead and grab a... Actually, we should color grade it first. What's up, Canon Air? Thank you for stopping by. Increase that contrast a bit. Increase the saturation a bit. Actually, we can mess with most of this. In After Effects. All right, okay. Poll for you all. I think I can do this in chat here. Animated. Actually, what is the syntax? New. Start a poll. There we go. Animated or still? I don't know why I said it for 5 minutes. Let me know what your votes are. Do we do a still image composite or try to we have a very small window of the particles filling this guy to loop it out. Okay, y'all want it to be animated probably. But we can make it work. So the frame, the portal, is going to be static. And then what's inside the portal is going to be animated. All right, we can make that work. So we need a loop of this. So we won't mess with any color grading yet until we at least take it into Resolve or After Effects for one round trip. So I'm going to start it there-ish. Oh, yeah. And then it fills up. And then it goes away. And that can probably just loop. Yeah, because then we lose it. All right. So that is going to be our loop of the samurai, is just filling up and emptying out. That could be a metaphor for something. What's up, the real Dreadpool? How you doing? Hope you have a wonderful weekend. Why do I keep doing that when I'm already losing my voice? Bad streamer etiquette. Not etiquette, like practices. Okay, and then we were going for the modulated look. Although that, ooh, okay. So that glitchy white shadow could serve us. That was another glitchy shadow option I wasn't a huge fan of, because then we came across this one, which I thought I already copied onto my timeline. I guess not. Oh, that's so good. Okay, yeah, no, that texture is going to look phenomenal animated. Okay. Let's come back here. We can even leave the glitches in. We'll composite underneath that. That will look amazing. So we don't want the vertical breaks. We just want that. Lay it back here. Oh, that texture looks fun. I want a whole background of that texture. I don't know how to capture it. Yep, that is great. All right, so let's start at 35, 31, 45. We just need 10 seconds. 10 seconds is good for a loop, right? 45, nope, 31. Okay. So that is clip number 2. All right, so we are going to export these losslessly. Background layer. We'll do DNX. No, After Effects is probably going to throw a fit. We'll just do GoPro 444. Into my pre-render folder. Samurai, March 7th. BG layer. Add to render queue. Obviously, we'll have to loop this one a bit once we do crop it out, but that's fine. Foreground. That was spelled wrong. Whatever. All right. FG layer. All right. Did we want any additional elements in this yet? I don't think so. Okay. We're good. We still need a foreground, like a full foreground layer for the portal look, but we can get to that. We'll render these two out. Go ahead and get After Effects opening up, and let's start searching for portals. We'll use Envato and Pexels at first, but we're probably going to have to go like video gamey movie kind of thing. We do have the arches. Maybe the arches will be a starker contrast. Maybe that makes more sense. I could even add, like, maybe composite some cyberpunky elements onto it, but I wasn't going for that. Portal gate. I don't really know what to search for. Yeah, that's going to be like heads-up display stuff. Of course, photos are going to be actual photos. Yeah. Okay, let's... We'll go ahead and leave it at that res. Samurai comp 1. And it is 10 seconds. If you have any questions about the process or whatever we're using along the way, be sure to let me know, of course. All right, your votes have been heard. Animated still. Animated still. Animated, not still. You know what I'm saying. All right. So we have to open up our pre-renders. So here comes a tedious part, although there shouldn't be too much movement. So we have our background. Oh, that texture. God, that texture makes me so happy. Look at that. With the RG. Oh. Looks so good. All right, anyway. Not the point. So this is our background. This is going to be our glitchy shadow. And we need... Wait, did it just render the same layer? Oh, mother fudge. How did that happen? All right, well, we got to re-render the foreground, but that's fine. So we can leave this mostly alone, but we can start, well, mostly alone. We can start tweaking it, but we don't need to composite yet. But we can, I want to sharpen it up a little bit. I can't wait to start integrating actual CRT scans into this because it will get the texture going a lot nicer. Gonna do a light sharpen. You can't even tell here. Oh, that's because I'm on the wrong... God, delete that layer. Idiot. Ooh, do we want sharpen or an unsharp mask? Because sharpen's gonna start brightening the highlights due to the contrast. So is unsharp mask, though. But what if we did... a small radius, a big threshold. Off... Actually, it's barely noticeable now. We'll just do normal sharpen. That's fine. We just want a little grit in there before we start adding noise and other, overlay elements. We got to re-render our foreground. I'm going to stabilize the signal a bit. so it stops freaking out my CRT. Okay, let me move this over here. Want to snap? Snap. It's not going to snap. Never mind. Okay. So how do we re-render the same comp? That was weird. Oh, because we copy pasted. Well, okay. That's my fault. There we go. FG2. And we're done. All right. FG2. All right. Obviously, we're going to need to loop that. All right. Conceptually, I like this. We may go an alternate route if it looks too not there. So the question will become, are they overlaid? We have to get... Oh, they're perfect! No way! I really thought the vertical sync would mean that we have to, like, offset them a bit. I think it's perfect. They look pretty freaking close. All right, we're just going to start pin tooling it because that looks freaking great. And I'm going to reduce this a little bit so I can see what we're pin tooling over top. But there isn't any... Actually, let me hide the bottom layer real quick. There isn't any major departures in the sizes. I should be able to get a consistent composite here. What's up, Gobby D? We are working on some glitch art. So we are currently working on a samurai piece. I want a cool glitchy samurai through an otherwise normal looking like doorway or portal or something. So we already went through, I'll show you real quick, all of the glitch art hardware and stuff I've been using over here. And now we're working on some of the compositing parts, and we're going to see, you know, if we're actually getting the result that we want before we go too much further. So I'm just going to, I don't want to lose the forest from the trees here. We're going to start pin tooling this out. Let me see how the noise behaves. Yeah, we still have the same general shape we can work with. In fact, it's so similar. Can we take our silhouette and use it as a mask? That will be the question. Let's take off the background layer. I don't know why I thought this was 640 by 480. I don't know what I did. Canvas size, 480 by 4. I am exhausted, apparently. We had our kid tonight spend the night at his grandparents'. Or that would be Saturday night. For the first time. And so it's like a training run as we get used to, like, get him used to all that. And it didn't necessarily go, like, it didn't go horribly, of course. But, like, he clearly needs to get used to it. Where did I save this? And so he had no sleep and was completely exhausted all day. Oh, I saved it to the glitch art sources. That's fine. We will come back here. So, lots of temper tantrums today. Lots of general exhaustion and drainedness. All right, so this should be... theoretically, if I scale it up and position it right, I can use this as a mask. That would save me a lot of time, but not more time than it would if I have to spend forever, you know, matching it up and all that jazz. But right there-ish, we're so close. All right, if we can just nudge it, it might work. Because, like, we got to bring it down a bit. We still got to scale it up a bit. That's what happens when I messed up my original sizing. Although, sending it out through analog, back through analog, back through analog, back through capture, you lose some of the borders of what you originally output. Yeah, that's still not big enough. Are we Gucci there? No, it's not going to be aligned, is it? Oh, it's so close, though. Yeah, we're just going to pin tool it. That's going to be a waste of time. All right, that's fine. All right, so we are going for... I think I'm throwing myself off more. Well, okay. So the struggle I'm running into here. So we want to crop the foreground layer of the pixely samurai. The problem is, since it's all pitch black, I have no defined edges. So I'm trying to use the layer below it to get a feel for the bigger shape at hand that I'm, pin tooling out. And of course, the pixels change a little bit. But I don't want to have to try to rotoscope this or something, because that's not going to work. If I can just generally, like, obviously the shapes are dictated by the silhouette I gave it in the first place. So if I just do a general outline, I can catch most of what I'm working with. This is an area of this kind of work that I have a lot to learn about and improve upon. And it's super important to the work, like to the final piece. Like, doing a good job compositing is like everything. You have some video of a clean version wobbling? No, the wobbling was caused by the glitching. There's no clean version here. I have the silhouette itself, and that's it. Because there's no way to get this effect without it also affecting the background. So we consistently come about over. No! Okay, sorry. All right, this should work. I'm feeling fairly stoked about this. Some of the compositing work, so I'm trying not to be a full ripoff of like Polygon 1993 or whatever. He does a lot of the modulation stuff, and it's fun to play with. I obviously want my own style, and he's not even doing this kind of modulation looks anyway. But like, he gets these really crisp, sharp lines that he composites out with these things. I have no clue how. It seems like magic. And I'm pretty sure he's using a vortex decoder himself even. So it's not like you can recreate some of this stuff in After Effects, and I finally found a plugin that does some of it, but he's using analog gear and CRT scanning it with the camera and everything. Some of his animations with it are really, for lack of a better word, sus. Like, it doesn't look like it's supposed to. And so I'm really curious what his process is. But got to keep some secrets. Try not to go too far out of the silhouette too, because that'll just get some extraneous noise. We'll probably have to play with shrinking and contracting and whatever the mask as we feathering it and stuff as we see how the final render is looking in a sec. See, that part I'm not sure about. Yeah, see, we don't want to go too far out because some of that is just the general noise lines. I do want that outline though. In 6, they changed how hotkeys worked, and frankly, I don't understand what it does anymore. That's interesting. I didn't really learn. I had After Effects back in CS6 days. I didn't really start learning it seriously until like recent years. So it's all been Creative Cloud stuff. I have a book somewhere on like the expressions cookbook, so I can finally learn expressions to save me a fair bit of time and make my life easier. But I have not even really dug into it yet. Is that all outline? I want that. Damn it. Thought that was just the modulation. But you can tell the brightness difference between that line and that line, because that line's up against something. And again, I can't exactly, since we're doing animated, I can't get exact crops with it, because it's going to change. Oh no! I'm glad we went for the spiked look, because especially with not only the silhouette, but the glitching of the silhouette, the spikes kind of define a little bit of character here that I don't think the normal silhouette we started with would have gone very far. using the original with some feathering won't work as a mask. I couldn't get it to line up exactly right because the aspect ratio and stuff gets a little distorted. It just seemed like trying to line that up would be just as much of like a time sink. Because like it's different in every different area. Like it seemed like it would just be as much of a time sink as doing it this way. Oh no! Yeah, I don't like how the pen tool works sometimes. See, these are the kinds of tasks that I do not have any romanticization towards, like romance towards. Like, I love the art making process and the glitching and a lot of the compositing work, but this part, like, I would love to just farm off onto someone else, but that's not how art works. And the mistakes are part of the process. Like, that's the fun part about working with analog gear, is that the mistakes, like literally it's glitch, like the mistakes are inherent to the process. And if you try to make it look fancy, crystal clear, not only are you going to have a bad time, but it's not going to be true to what, you know, the art form is. At least, you know, that's what it means to me. Imagine an analog masking tool. Yeah, that's what they used on film. It was literally like drawing and taping over the film slides and cutting them out. It was awful. I can't imagine wanting to do that. Like, obviously, when you had no choice, that was the way. But, you know, there's a lot of analog work. You know, obviously, I'm doing it right now that I'm like, hey, this is fun. I want to go back to and mess with and learn about. Actual film editing and that kind of stuff, I never really want to dive into. And, you know, I never want to go back to reel-to-reel tape editing either. I know some people dig it. I know some people like are romantic about it and dive back into it, but no, thank you. All right, I know I get lazier and lazier as my time goes on with pin tooling, so hopefully this is fine. Tape-to-tape editing is fun. I can't see it. I can't. Even when I had like my tape camcorders and stuff as my main shooting, like I always wanted to get it digital as quick as possible. Isn't that where Mask got its name? Yeah, it's literally like a mask. Okay, this should hopefully be good enough. If not, dear God. Yes. All right. Let's not view the mask. Let's turn our opacity back up. All right. So what I actually want to do is we probably, okay, I still need to mask out the bits between the arms and the body. I think we want to scale up the background a tiny bit to go outside to actually provide a border. We could scale down the inside source. That would probably be smarter so we don't lose too much like resolution. All right, let's make a second mask. This will be a subtractive mask. Let's get some of this out of here. I'm just going to have to make that up and hope it looks reasonable. I mean, I dig the whir of the tape heads. I don't dig trying to time everything. I had to do that recently for the beacon coverage. All the screens I had and the CRT set going, I ended up having to time like 4 or 5 VCRs to get the effects I wanted. And it sucked. All right, so this one is a subtract mask. Oh, yes. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. All right, we need one more for this armpit, for lack of a better word. Again, I'll just have to make up what the general shape looks like. That's fine. No! Again, a subtraction mask. All right, now we're in business. All right, so I think the play is to shrink our foreground layer a teeny tiny bit. I wish the masks would stop showing. That's annoying. If we make it... See, the problem is getting the anchor point right. Alright, so let's not mess with that at all. Let's change our anchor point. I want it... I think at the bottom? Is that the right call? Push this back to the bottom. And now we scale a bit. Yeah. So I want just like a tiny bit. Move it up. I wish those masks, the pin tool dots wouldn't keep showing up. That's kind of the look I'm thinking. And then we'll crop in a little bit to get the overscan the... All right, let's play this back for a sec. Fit. I'm digging it. We've got the glitchy bars as part of the shadow. We got the white shadow, and then we got the pixel feeling samurai going. And that background noise is chef's kiss. And actually, we don't need to crop this right now anyway, because we can crop it when we composite the final scene and be fine. It's going to look a little weird, I have to admit. Like, I was pretty sold on this. But we don't have legs. So I don't, like... We would need something in the foreground that it would make sense to not have his legs showing. So that may not be the play. Alright, I'm digging this, though. This looks freaking sick. Alright, I do want to feather it a bit. Actually, we should probably feather all the masks. Because it is a little... Why do the dots keep showing up? I don't care. Right. Feather. And how am I supposed to see the feather? Alright. I don't want a ton. I still want it to look sharp. I just want a little bit. So yeah, maybe 6 pixels on each mask. Is that too much? Alright, let's hide these. Let's click on another layer. Ugh. Okay, actually that was too much. We want a little bit though. Alright, that's fine. You're not going to look at it zoomed in, and we're going to zoom this down into something else too. A turbulence displaced to the white shadow. Let's find out. Unfortunately, we would have to mask it out entirely to just get the shadow on its own. Although we could maybe do that with the other one, but we could still use the original silhouette. Turbulent displace. Yes. Background layer. We could probably isolate it if we wanted it to. Alright, I'm struggling to see. Let me minimize this, what it's actually doing. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Okay, we can make this work, I think. Alright, let me drag the silhouette down. You can see what I mean about it being not, like, weirdly lined up. Alright, let's get positioning. It's like it's skewed in so many weird directions. That's the problem. We're working with analog. That might be close enough. Let's duplicate our background layer. Let's make this a mask, which is with one of the matte features I always forget. Set matte, I think. To samurai silhouette, we want invert. Oh, I put set matte on the wrong layer. Lol. We want samurai. Ooh. Why is it off to the side though? Oh, because it's resized. Son of a... I think that's why. Yeah, because the sizing. Alright, hang on. Pre-compose this. Now we do it No, it's still off. Why is it? I'm confused. Why is it so skewed? That's not what either samurai looks. Stretch mat. Nope. What? Why? Do I gotta pre-compose the background. I think that's... No, we're leaving. Oh, I know what I did. I left. All right, let's start over. Unprecompose. There we go. I left attributes. There we go. All right. Try this one more time, and if not, we will pre-compose that as well. There we go. Jesus Christ. Okay. So we want this on its own for the most part. Now we could scale this up a little bit too. Nope, that don't look right. All right, that's fine. So now we turn this layer back on. We add the turbulent displace to this, because this one's over top now. Is that even working? Oh, it's working with the mask. All right. Damn you. Pre-compose after pre-compose after pre-compose. Yo, that's a little too much. Oh, it doesn't have the background removed anymore. God. Why doesn't it? Oh, because we lost our mat when I pre-composed. Okay, so we got to copy that into here. The set mat effect literally disappeared. I guess it knew it couldn't do anything. Samurai. Turn off turbulent displace. Turn off that. Turn off that. Okay. Now we got the displacement going. We just want like a little bit so it looks like a moving shadow or smoke. Yeah, that's the idea, I think. What if I put no pinning? Oh, I don't like that. Pin vertical? Nope. Pin all? Why was that? Oh, pin bottom. Yeah. That's all we want. We want the bottom to stay static. Perfect. Anti-aliasing, because why not, even though we're on the footage that we're on. All right, background back on. It's not as dramatic as I wanted, so we can crank that bad boy up. And turn up the intensity. The two together make a very, like, smoky, shadowy look. I could even, like, blur it out a bit. It's already pretty blurry, though. So let's turn this back off. I don't want to blur it too much. Ooh, we can mess with diffraction fringe. Add some color fringing, I think. Maybe because it's white, it's not doing anything. That's fine, that's fine. We can turn up the highlights on it. Oh, I don't want it to just be white, though. That's fine. Saturation, up, and away. All right, so these two together. Yeah, that's just like a real subtle shadow. I feel like that's not actually moving, though. It's not. Okay. So I just need to animate that. All right. And here's where, for the record, this is where learning expressions would be really helpful, because I could automate this, but instead I'm going to go to all of these keyframes. I'm going to ignore evolution, actually. I'm going to come down here, go to 1 second, crank this up, 2 seconds, crank this down a tiny bit, maybe move the anchor point over a little bit, come over here-ish, move the anchor point up a little bit, crank this back up, crank that up a tiny bit. I have no idea if this will do what I want. That's why you just play around. Mess around and find out. Next time on Dragon Ball Z. We'll turn that to the negative, but crank that back up. We're losing our pin, but that's fine. Crank that way. Oh, okay. No, that. There we go. I was going to say, that might be a little too far. Ooh, that's actually looking a lot more smoky. We'll move where that goes. And come down here and make it even crazier, but turn that down and bring that up here. And I don't fucking know. Okay. Then the background layer. It's subtle, but it definitely adds to the trippiness. Add the overlayer. Yeah, I love it. It looks like, ooh, especially look at that sword bit. This is all hard to see in the preview with all the tiny pixels, but like, it looks like you're getting some smoke off the sword. It looks like a smoky shadow. I love this. Thank you for the suggestion. That is great. All right. So now we have to work on our colors and our sharpness and everything. So we're going to make some adjustment layers. One for, well, we're going to start with the background. Some general contrast. I wish After Effects did not used to do this. When you have quality set to full, I wish it would not auto lower the quality as I'm adjusting an effect. Because, okay, now that I'm zoomed in, it's not. But like, it's really hard to get a judge for what you're doing if it's blurring the image as you do it. So we do want it to be a little bit brighter. I love that noise. I want to play to it. Increase the contrast. Just a teeny tiny bit. Saturation. Obviously crank that up a little bit. We don't want to go too haywire though. And just a tiny bit of shift there. Yeah, we don't want to go too wild with this. I might actually turn that saturation down a little bit. Back to like +4. All right, we got that noise gradient. I'm going to add like a scan line. I like the texture. I want to break it up because we got those sharp wavy lines. I want to add like a Scanline Overlay. I know it's cheesy, but especially scaled down, it should look pretty like strong. Just to break up those lines. Hello? That one should work. I don't know why I'm not getting previews. We'll put it only over the backmost background layer. Scale it down so we get some nice thin lines. Overlay. Yeah, look at... Oh, it looks like we got actual phosphor pixels. That's an oxymoron. You get what I mean, though. Like, scaled back up. It looks like they're actual phosphors now. We got, like, the RGB grid. Okay, that's what I was hoping for. Perfect. Okay. Now let's tweak our actual dude here. Can you make an adjustment layer or a clipping mask? I don't think you can. That's one thing I missed from Photoshop to After Effects is clipping masks. It's like really complicated to do that. I could pre-compose, and I'll probably do that, but... All right, so I want some sharpness. Clean it back up. All right, let's just ignore... Yeah, we're just going to have to pre-compose. There we go. Let's just look at our dude here. I want some sharpness to that RGBness, especially with the feathered mask. Like, I want it to stand out. What's up, Gandhi Live? Hope you're having a wonderful... I guess it's a Monday for you now if you're saying good morning. Hope you had a great weekend. All right, we want a little bit of a glow, and we may have to add that in the other comp. We're going to go with Universe Glow. Let's try Chromatic first. It's probably not going to do what... Ooh, well, maybe. That's a little overdone. Hold up. Don't knock it yet. Okay, all the presets are overdone, but we can reverse. Let's try that. Okay, but hold up. Don't freak out yet. I think we need to add it in this comp, though, so I'm going to cut that off. I don't know if that made any difference. All right, so let's tone it down. Let me undo that. Intensity. If we crank it up, it looks ridiculous. Although we could maybe add it kind of ridiculous to that turbulent layer. But if we crank down the intensity just to where it's barely in effect, we almost got that phosphor glow. I really like the chromatic glow because it gets the chromatic aberration. The normal glow and the uni glow and the After Effects glow are fine. Let's look at glimmer real quick. Yeah, that's going to be an O for me, dog. All right, what is Glow-Fi? I don't think I've used that. Oh, dear God. Okay. It looks like the same thing, just more dramatic. Weekend was fine, thanks. Monday, 7:41 a.m. in Central Europe. Nice. All right, we got... Are these just up and down? Is that why it's a thing? Oh, horizontal. Yikes. Why is it so bright? See you later, Real Dreadpool. We have a wonderful evening, morning, what have you. All right, can we glow size? Yeah, that's not going to work for us no matter what we do. Ugh, yeah, never mind. Don't like it. All right, one more I wanted to try was edge glow just to see, because that might be more what we want. I just want to get a little bit of that phosphor glow since I'm not capturing an actual CRT here. I just wanted a little bit of phosphor glow going. Yeah. I think the edge glow might be it. We have to edge detect. Yeah. We got to be real careful about, like, I want it to be visible but not subtle. We want to reduce the radius because you wouldn't have like a whole screen glow with the CRT. Tone down the brightness. Saturation is probably fine. We don't want to colorize it. We want the normal RGB to shine through. I don't want to clip out the colors either. All right, that might work. We might be getting a little too overdone here, though. Off, on. Yeah, it brightens it up a little too much. I want the black to stay black. Maybe if I tone down the radius just all the way to 0. We gotta turn down edge detect. That's part of the problem. Turn up glow radius a tiny bit. 130? Wait, really? Oh, because it's not actually detecting anything. About 50 here. 20 on the radius. I think that's what I want. Just subtle highlight glow. All right. I think this is it. I think this is it. Since it won't snap my window for me. Gotta manually. Ugh. There we go. So I think we need our frame now. I haven't even saved this project yet. I am a terrible creative. All right, Samurai. Samurai comp. I still feel like we're missing an element. Actually, I know what it is. We need noise. We need dust and scratches and noise. So layer, new adjustment layer over the whole thing. I don't necessarily want to go film grain. I just want noise. We got noise and renoiser. I'm not a fan of either of them, honestly. Like, I love just like bright, colorful, gritty RGB noise, but see, that's too tiny. But then it muddies up the shadows if I make it too big. Let's try renoiser. We've got quite a few options. Super 8. You don't even see it here. Can I log grain? That didn't do anything. Shadow effect? Yes. Mid-tone effect. I don't feel like this is changing anything on this front. Highlight effect. All right, it's there. It's going to be subtle. All right, I do want dust and scratches. Just one overlay. I try not to do any. Why is it blurring? What? It's not a blur effect. It's a noise effect. What is this? I feel like it's doing something. You know what? It's adding some texture. That's fine. Thank you, Cannonair. Alright. So we got Badass Samurai. We got his glowy, like, smoky shadow. We got the cool and textured background. We need our frame. I'm going to go ahead and export. Well, we can just do the compositing in After Effects. We don't need Photoshop. So 1440, 1080, Samurai in frame. We need a frame. So yeah, it's not going to work with the one I picked out because we don't have his legs. I really didn't think about that. We need ideas. Thinking like some sort of portal gate, like what are they called? The little dudes in Guild Wars 2 have portal gate. Surely someone has an idea what I'm looking for. Asura, yeah. Actually, if it looked a bit more photorealistic, that would almost be perfect. Shit. Alright, maybe we just have to take... we could do something like this where I make my own neon frame and put it in like an ancient Japan looking village, but that's so NFT like cliche. I'm trying to not go that far, but we could still composite our own frame onto something else. Like, I think the neon square, like, I would lean towards it because it's what I like, but I feel like it's a little cliche. Like, that's what all the NFTs do. If I wanted to sell it as an NFT, I guess it would work, but... Alright, let me do a surrogate. Is there any front-on, like, renders of it? Ooh. Kinda. It's so... The game is beautiful, but that's so not photorealistic. Is something like this our best bet? We get even weirder. Oh, that's wood. I thought it'd be like stone at least. What is this? This is from Destiny. Ah, it's so hard to see though. Maybe we go the neon rectangle. I don't wanna. I'm still looking at it from the perspective we still don't have legs. I kind of want it to be like a hole in a spaceship or something. Like the wall, the ship is compromised, and you just see it like sort of going through, or like there's just a hole in the wall that's like going to a dimensional rift. We can probably make our own dimensional rift. Like just a tear in space-time. Something like that. Yeah, I don't know if I want to do a CRT. Because again, we do a lot of that with just the stuff in general. We could put it in the Dimensional Rift Yu-Gi-Oh card. Yeah, I really feel like if I could get like a rift tear kind of thing in anything. Like it could even be in like a photo of ancient Japan. Alright, so that's... Alright. Let's go back to Envato real quick just to see if they have any like... obviously you can't have actual photos of ancient Japan, but if anyone set it up for like a movie set or something. Ooh, 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 ooh. This would give us room to play with light. We could go real crazy with compositing stuff in the windows. That might be too far. Let's try this. We need to... I don't like the HDR look, but we can dramatize it up. All right, so for this, I want to go... Well, what's the res of the photo, I guess? I don't want to just do 1440 by 1080. Yeah, this is big. All right, so let's delete our other comp. New comp from selection. Yeah, I want to go high res for this. Like I said, I don't like the HDR sky. That doesn't make any sense in context, but we can work with this. I want to get like a tilt shift effect going at some point here. I don't think we're going to finish this all tonight, but we can get the core idea here. So Samurai Comp 1, drop that in here. So I'm thinking we have our dimensional rift come out and then like start cutting off his side here. We lose the sword though. We're still restrained. Or maybe I do. Maybe I make it like a floating CRT, like it's delivered from an alternate dimension. Like the CRT is just floating here in this like area. And this framing is almost the right perspective. Like we only got to tilt it a little bit. If we could get a dumb looking like CRT that's just like floating here to deliver a message, we could basically plop him in the CRT. I don't know how realistic that would look. Black hole from Interstellar. That's the kind of thing I'm thinking of. Interstellar black hole. Hey, look, it's a commonly searched. Yeah. Okay, yeah. We lose though. Actually, we could probably. I don't know if After Effects has the capacity, because like if we do a circle, we lose so much of this. I could have the sword poking out maybe, or maybe we go wider and there might be a content aware fill that could try to emulate the noise, and if it's blended enough, maybe it won't be too big of a botherance. But yeah, that's the kind of... Can we... I mean, I could just, like, is this fine? Is there a better copy of this that we could play with? Probably not. Ooh, this one doesn't have any glow. That might be the way. Yeah, well, what about that one? I think this one's the way because it doesn't have any glow. It'll be easier to crop out. And then we can add our own glow and everything else after, because we just want the general shape. We don't care about anything else. I wonder if Magnetic Lasso would pick it up. Because we could add some glows and some feathering and maybe try to make it look convincing. No, it's confused by the colors. Maybe. No. Damn it. I hate... This is why I usually pin tool over anything else, because I can't interrupt it. Like, I can't even move my canvas right now without... Okay. Actually, quick select might have been the way from the start. This is not going to look good. I'm trying, but I don't think it's going to. But if we add... Okay, never mind. I still have ideas. We can save this. All right, so this is good. I know it looks stupid as hell. Stick with me. Stick with me. I have to pee so bad. Will you all tolerate me running to the restroom? I do not like interrupting streams. But I kind of want to keep working on this rather than just ending the stream. Alright, so we want it kind of diagonal. It's got to be so big, though. Maybe this isn't the photo we work with. So let's not worry about the photo for now. Let's focus on the portal aspect. This is going to get stupidly high res since we're using this photo, so... Alright, so what I'm looking at here... you cannot see any of the details we added. You can't see the sword over here. You can't see the shoulders. Yikes. I was really hoping this would be it. If we scale it more... This is going to have to be like so high res to make this work. Okay. And I'm probably going to run to the restroom real quick. You still can't see that bottom sword. I guess it doesn't matter. Like, I get overly attached. We could even push his head up here a little bit. You still can't see the sword, though. I get overly attached to some of these little details that you probably don't care about. All right, so then we can mask out those curves. And then, realistically, we can just, like, copy-paste some of these side sections over here to fill in the noise. That is what I'm thinking. So, like, for example... All right, I'm going to run to the restroom real quick. I have so many ideas here. I'm actually excited. I know the portal looks dumb. I'm going to make it look cool, and then we can decide if that's what we want to work with. I don't like how much of the samurai is obscured. That's not the idea I had going. So while I'm gone, if anyone finds a better portal or gateway or whatever idea, let me know. What's up, Tomo IRL? But I'm going to run to the restroom real quick. If y'all have better ideas, just paste them in chat, and we're going to look at them when I get back. 1 second. Okay, really sorry about that, y'all. I had to get some water too. My throat's killing me. So the problem that I have with it being or translucent is you then there's no way to avoid seeing the seams of the background frame. So, for example, if we go here, by the way, if you like the glitch art that we're doing and things like that, I do have a Patreon specifically for it. Patreon.com/glitchart. We will have a tier opening soon for prints. I'm currently working on getting that sorted so that I can actually do it. But like if we turn down opacity, there's no real way to make it so that you don't see the edges through. Like I don't feel like that works. We could kind of, I would have to go back to Photoshop. We could kind of translucent eraser brush the middle streak, like a circle through the middle here to get rid of that middle line. Not to get rid of it, but you know, to make it less covering. I'm not sure if that would do the job. I really like this concept. I feel like it destroys the actual image to try to use it, but I was thinking, what if I break my rule? Yeah, like you don't want to see that this is back here. That's not good compositing, really. What if I break my rule about the neon frame, but instead of it just being a neon square, we get like some sort of radial blur going so that we kind of recreate this black hole, but in a square or a hexagon or something. I don't want it to look like an NFT profile picture, but, you know, on Twitter. But that kind of thing where, like, we kind of recreate this, but with a neon frame that can be form-fitting to what we're looking at. The distort the thing? I'm not sure what you mean. I forgot. Every time, I have to look this up every time I do it. I think it's a new shape layer. And then it's the saber effect that I use for this, and it's not even showing up. What? Saber. What did I use then? Maybe I don't have it installed on here. That would suck. I guess I can just install it real quick. Link it, Techman. Alright, let's do Saber After Effects. Do I not have it installed? I guess I don't. Maybe I didn't reinstall it after my Windows reinstall. I guess we'll have to relaunch After Effects, but that's fine. That's pretty cool. Like, that's kind of what I want. I wanted there to be more context to the image, but this is pretty cool. I don't really have a way to modify this in a significant way. What is their licensing? I don't want to just rip it. Yeah, I probably can't use it. This is kind of, like, this would be pretty cool for what I want. Yeah. That concept, though, like, we can recreate this idea. Like, a circular frame or a square frame would work. Oh, no. It opened up the wrong... Why did it... I clicked the rename, or, like, the reorder button. Samurai. Alright, so with Saber, we should be able to make a neon frame. And then I'm hoping with a ripple effect, a radial blur, something, we can make it look more like the black hole. So, Saber... There we are. Preset, and I think it's just neon. Except our shape layer has nothing. I hate Boom Tube. I hate this effect because it doesn't make any sense on how to use it. Like, I have to make my own shape, but then the saber effect takes over the shape, and then I have to work within that shape, and that just, it pisses me off. right, so I want a square, right? How do I made a new shape layer. I'm so After Effects illiterate. Like, Jesus. New shape layer. Shape. Tool creates shape. There we go. All right, choose shape. How do I choose the shape? I don't want a star. Is a star my only option? Oh, that's a square. Sure. That's the reasonable assumption when it shows me a star, is that it makes a square. All right, so we want that just here. But then we want the fill to be blank, which I can't do. We got a raid from Arctics. What's up, brother? Thank you for stopping by. We are at the tail end of an awesome glitch art stream. We just did a whole bunch of analog effects, and now we are compositing it here in After Effects. Hope your stream went amazingly. What's up, Mad Zeus? So I'm trying to basically make an animated glitch samurai that we made come through some sort of dimensional rift into a scene of like ancient Japan or something. I'm not having a good time figuring out the portal mechanics at work here, but when in doubt, yeah. Where's the glow? Portal is an effect. This effect is super weird. Like, I've never seen an effect that's so obtuse. Okay, video copilot. I guess we watch a tutorial. Ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we're not going to watch with audio. So, those of you new to the stream, we just set up a new glitch art setup over here. The capture is already turned off, but I've got all of my glitch art tools at our disposal here. Obviously, the cameras aren't fully in sync, but that's fine. Yeah. Did two of those mics morph into each other? So this is my own custom homemade mic. You'll just have to tune into the YouTube channel, youtube.com/EposVox on Wednesday. It sounds great. It looks kind of cool. Stream was good. The 7th is my birthday, so official birthday stream is tomorrow morning, but we were hanging out. It's your birthday. You know what that means. It means that this that I tweeted, because I don't have an easier way to pull it up on stream, this thing that I tweeted is for you. Where is it? Here's my glitch art piece from last night. Happy birthday, Arctics. Happy birthday. Anyway, let's see how to use this effect. All right.
Then I became obsessed.
Okay, I don't give a shit. Just, there we go. Okay. Why is it 360p?
You've also got a nice spread.
Okay.
And the spread.
What layer did he apply that to? Hold up. Did I just need to apply it to a null? Is the first tutorial I ever watched on this the wrong way to do it? I don't care about the story, bro. It's an adjustment layer?
All right, so once you download
no, it's a null.
The plugin, you can come inside of After Effects, and we're going to create a new solid.
Oh, it's a solid.
We'll call this Saber.
Why is it? Okay. That makes more sense. Where's my mouse? Hello?
Drop this right.
Jesus. All right. So the whatever first tutorial I watched on this effect or read said to do it on a shape layer, and that has always thrown me off. So this makes more sense. There we go. Okay. We have different things we can play with here, actually, instead of just doing neon, since I wanted to avoid that. There's the portal look. That might work. We got electric. Oh, there's so many. And they're all the same. Soft smoke might actually look portal-y, even if it's just as a secondary layer. Solar could get kind of black hole-y, nebula. We could layer so many of these. Oh my god. Okay. We got to be careful here. Wormhole. Thanks, dude. All right. Oh, there's so many. This is too much. I don't like it when tools try to be so many things at once. There's energy and energize. How to say you can't commit to something without saying. I shouldn't be complaining. It's a free tool with a free tutorial. Video Copilot makes awesome stuff. I just get annoyed easily. All right, let's go with the portal. And like Patronus. Sick. Let's go with the portal one. And like I said, we can shape it from there. So I don't want it to be a line. I want it to be a circle. Core type. And this is where it's going to get annoying. All right, let's keep watching. Patience is a virtue.
And here we have our light beam. Now, we can move around the control points. And one thing you'll notice is it has a really nice glow fallout. And if I change the intensity, you can see that it just really looks nice. The other cool thing about this is that we built in our color vibrance technology so that it has some really nice colorization. So you can see the colors really...
Our color vibrance technology. It's a glow, bro. It's literally a glow.
Now, we can take a look at a few settings here. We've got the enable glow. We've got the color, intensity. We've also got a nice spread. And the spread and the intensity work well together to create a really wide light fall off. And then we have a mask right on my layer. Then I'm going to come over here to the color type and set it to layer.
Duh. Okay, cool. Perfect. Do we want a rounded rectangle or an ellipse? Let's try that. Right, where's our alpha? Enable masks. Nope. Mask core. Nope. Where's our... Why would the background not be removed automatically? Composite. There we go. No! Transparent? Yes. Okay. Whew. Why would that not be the default for most of this kind of thing? All right. Ah, that's sick. Okay. All right. We definitely got to mess with these kinds of glows and stuff because this is not enough. Smoke fluid energy. All right. So we're still focused on the portal. I'm digging a like teal intensity. Crank that shiz up. Spread. Crank that. Oh, okay. Not that far up. Can't mess with that too much apparently. Bias. That's kind of what we want. Like a thickness. Ooh, can the mask, can I make, no, I can't make the mask thicker. That's not how masks work. Okay. Core size. Is that what I want? Yo, okay. We don't want it too thick and like gnarly, but. Why does it keep like alternating? That's really weird. Oh no, it's just like the preview that's not updated. All right, so we want something like that. There's a halo size? I don't even know what that means. Helps if we watch the whole tutorial, but that's fine. Okay. We do want a little bit of a flicker. We're going to layer this with a couple others. I don't even see a flicker rendered. That's fine. Glow distortion amount. That's fine. Tiny bit of motion blur is probably good. There's multiple glows. Can I change the color for multiple glows? I don't see that. All right, that's fine. So we got one portal. Sizing doesn't matter right now. We can change all that later. Can we double up this effect on the same layer, or do we have to... Where'd the other one go? What? Okay, we literally can't even copy paste the effect on it. What? Okay, there we go. We can duplicate it that way. All right, so now let's look at like nebula. Oh, where'd the other one go? Okay, so we can't double up on the same layer. That's fine. We'll delete that. Duplicate our layer. Set this one to nebula. Get our nice like bright magenta going. Turn up the glow spread a bit. We're going to offset it a little bit. So I'm going to come over here to... Hey, that's a good... Ow. Downside of having your mic arm above your mouse is if you lift straight up... Ow. It's a good thing you asked. You can find out our background music at... I'm totally messed that up. Stream safe, video safe, rock, metal, and soon to be synth rock music over at backingtrack.gg. Alright, well, I screwed up that, but whatever. Alright, so we can pull up position and start like offsetting these a bit, so we're getting like... I feel like the actual effect is not that convincing. It's a free effect, I'm not going to complain, but it's hard to like Maybe once we get a few of them stacked. I'm gonna shut the hell up for now. I know I'm complaining so much about a free thing. It's awful. Yeah, if we get a few of these stacked and like adjust the opacity, we'll probably be okay. Yeah, like what if I put that with just like some weird orangish in the back? We're born perfectionists. Yeah, for real. Wait. Okay. So it's just like blending in with the blue. And then I can go up. Nope, nope, nope. Did you say that you have problems with masking the samurai layer? Yeah, so like my issue, I want to make sure I show as much, which I guess a circle was not the right call here, but I'm still messing with it. We can change it back to a square. Like, I want to make sure we show as much of the detail of the samurai as possible and some of the awesome background noise texture. But getting the right shape to do so is tough. I think with an oval here and the right, like, look, we can probably do it. But it's just a matter of getting the right shape. All right, what if I change that, not to orange, but to green? Just make it look like it's chromatic aberration, basically. Yeah. Let's really get some, like, reality distorting going here. Okay. All right, and let's mess with the samurai next. But yes, that is what I am also having trouble with. So we can scale him up into the circle. We're going to lose that sword, but it sticks out so far. I don't think we were ever not going to lose it. Oh, we still get a little bit of it, though. All right, but we still got the bottom. We can stretch him. Like, for real. Oh, that's not actually stretching it. There we go. There's nothing wrong with that in this context. This is already such a destroyed image. All right, we lose a little bit of that sword, but for real, that might be it. I'm still not sold on the texture of the saber effect here. We've got to do some sort of overlay or something to texture it up. But as a start, this is the right idea. So I'm actually going to copy the layer mask here and see if I can apply it to the samurai. Nothing happened. Question mark? Subtract? Nope. Add? Inverted? Okay. So clearly not that. We're just going to make a new one. I hate working with... Sometimes things are nowhere near as intuitive as they should be. It's going to be more like an egg shape, but it should work to blend into the portals. Ugh, I'm really going to have to stretch these curves. That should work, especially if we layer a couple more portals on top and like figure out what we're doing for the texture. But right, like, if we can figure out a better texture for these portals, that is kind of what I was thinking. I feel like they're a little too... I think a perfect sphere is maybe not the call, but... it's probably fine. That's what I was thinking. I think we make them more ovally. Drink more Ovaltine, please. All right, mask shape. Yeah, since we're losing a whole lot of information on that side anyway, let's commit to it being more ovular. Ovular? Ovulating? No, not that. Definitely not that. That's not what I meant to say. About there? Change the shape while keeping its size. Oh. What? Really? I don't have a corner because it... oh. That does not keep its size. Oh, that's confusing. Oh, okay. Yes, it does. Oh, that's breaking my brain. Okay. Then we move it to like... He's going to be off center. What if we rotated it? Is that awful? No, it's not awful. It's going to be a literal rift. And we can make them alternating. So like this one can be like this. There can be some crossover. I'm going to have to get rid of the original mask and just pin tool it out once we have the final shapes. All right, so I'm going to copy this mask onto this one and get rid of the first mask. Hopefully that works. Question mark. Hello, Saber effect. Well, Saber. Layer mask. It did not care about that mask at all. I don't know why it does. All right, you know what? It doesn't matter. We don't need. We just went with presets basically. We can just duplicate this. We did portal first, right? Go with the teal. We made it bigger. We made the bias bigger. I know we did some other stuff, but it's fine. Turn up the motion blur, and then we rotate this one. And that almost gives it like almost like a Doctor Strangey vibe, but not too obvious, because I don't want it to really be that. More sci-fi than magical, but... Thanks for hanging out in the stream, Wallace. I'll probably end soon. It is almost 3 a.m. my time. I just wanted to get to a place I was really comfortable with this piece, and then we can pick it back up, or I can work on it on my own. It'll be on Twitter and on the Patreon later. Probably on the Discord server, too, if I finish it. All right, this one we're going to rotate. Just a little bit. Just offset it a little bit. And this one will be what? Neon? No, that's too hard. Electric? That could work. We haven't had our magenta yet. All right, these are all really thin though. I think that was core size. Yeah. We want some thick, juicy lines. Thick. THICC. We don't want to lose the texture, though. Like, that's still what I'm struggling with, is we don't have a ton of texture on this portal. Like, I want it to be, like, wispy and stuff. If it was a still image, I could just, like, liquefy it, but I don't think that's the answer here. All right, we need that magenta to glow a lot more. Oh, we lost the texture, though. I forgot you can't mess with that a whole lot. The radius. That's probably fine. Okay. That's probably good. We could probably add some more to it, but I don't really... Like, these are all the same. Let me skip through the tutorial real quick again, see if they have any cool tips that they do. Actually, yeah, because they had like a sick demo at the start, right? What did they do to Yeah, how do they get that glow going inside? That's what I need to figure out.
So now I've got 2 sabers going. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So what I'll do is I'll take the top copy and let's change this to something else. Let's try this arc reactor.
Okay, is that the animation for the start offset? Because that would help a lot. This is why you watch tutorials, ladies and gentlemen.
Keyframe this from 100% down to 0%, right? All right, let's go and customize it. We have a huge list.
Yo, okay, yeah. So we got 10 seconds of loop, so we can come over here. We can start with this one being, where is that? Start offset. Let's ignore the others first, one at a time. start offset. So 100 down to 0. We want 0 to 100. So that should draw them in opposite directions and keep looping it. Okay, no, actually. What is that large thing on your microphone? It's just a large microphone. You'll find out Wednesday. I built a large microphone. I don't want it to animate because I don't... Oh, goodness! Not your parents' GNS rating with a party of 18. You all are too kind. Goodness gracious. I hope you two had a wonderful stream. And the tier 1 sub, 6 months. Are you kidding me? 6 months. We brought some sleepy beans. Well, good, because I'm getting sleepy myself. It's almost 3 a.m. my time, and I just keyframed an animation that I absolutely do not want. We are wrapping up a glitch art project. I don't know that we're wrapping up. I don't know that we're going to be done tonight, but we got a glitch art project going that we're working on. We did a bunch of... Here's the capture's turned off, but I have my new glitch art set up actually operational instead of shoved off camera where it wasn't really functional, so we got all the dials and stuff. We did the glitching part, and now we are doing the compositing part. And also testing my own homemade microphone. Doing all right, doing all right. Been a crazy weekend working on a weekend project of the microphone, which will be on Wednesday. Just trying to do a little artsy goodness before we end the week. All right, so we're literally watching a tutorial on a free plugin because I'm missing details of how to make it cool.
It's over 180 degrees. So now check this out. So now I've got 2 sabers going. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So what I'll do is I'll take...
Okay, evolution is 180 degrees. That's how you make it rotate. I think that's what I was missing for that part. I don't know how to make the little wispiness bigger yet, but we will get there. This, ladies and gentlemen, is why you watch tutorials and don't just skip to the end. I say to all of my commenters about something that I also apparently do myself. All right, I don't like... Why when I scroll through it, is it just render it slower? I want to see the effect. I don't want it blurry. I can't tell what's happening when it's blurry. Is it spinning? It's not even rendering. It's going to take too long. Ugh, okay. What if we do like half quality? I don't think it's actually rotating. Okay.
Take the top copy and let's change this to something else. Let's try this arc reactor. So now we've got 2 different sabers interacting, and we've created kind of a symphony of different effects. And this is really what makes Saber so powerful, is that it's really easy to layer multiple effects together and create complex, detailed animations. All right, so what makes this so unique is the...
Okay, I think that only works when you have it like starting and ending, which I can't really do, so that's fine. Hello, YouTube? My computer's having a bad day.
Default, which will reset it so you can kind of see exactly what it does. So we have the distortion amount. Just crank that up a little bit and start to see a little bit of noise.
Ah, distortion amount. Okay. There's so many settings that I'm just like, my sleepy brain is going nuts. So what we have made, I guess I should catch you all up. So we took 3 different captures of this samurai silhouette. Where is the picture? I can walk you all through real quick. So we started with, let's open up the PSD. We started with a screenshot of this Sekiro guy that someone had already edited for some reason. We made it a silhouette. We added the hat. We moved the sword. We added spiky bit there. Then we put that through the analog gear. Got 3 different captures of... With 3 different captures of analog glitches applied to the... You're watching in your headset. Wow. Applied to the silhouette so that we got this cool foreground layer with the pixels filling in, which I thought was really cool. And then we have I don't really want to mess with it too much, but we have a wispy kind of background layer and then this cool texture background layer as well. And now we're trying to composite it into a bigger scene where the main scene is a still image, but we still have this animation going where he's like coming through a dimensional portal. I don't know if this is the photo we're going to go with. I got a long way to go in that regard. But how was it making the mic? Frustrating, a lot of fun. I mostly had the most fun with the spray paint, but yeah. Excuse me. So I'm trying to figure out some distortion amount. Is that where I got lost? So this one is smoke. So if we crank up the distortion, something is supposed to smoke more. We can actually turn off our samurai for now. Let's just look at this effect. All right. Okay, yes, we definitely want most of these cranked up. Oh, I gotta turn that back on. Yes. Okay, now we're getting to the, like, actual ripping the gateway through the dimension kind of effect that I want here. Okay. Those are probably all we need. I feel like I want some sort of, like, electric bolts going around it, but we can get there later. Let's keep watching for other effects.
So we have like a fluid-looking one.
Yeah.
Now, another thing I'd like to do, it's not necessary, but I'd like to add an Unsharp Mask. And this is just going to sharpen up the detail a little bit. So just kind of nice.
Ooh, there's how we get the texture. Perfect.
Shape. We can just, add additional, so it's
Yep.
masked.
Okay.
In this example, you can see that it's blue. Instead of
Yep.
the same, what I'll do is I'll change the offset back over. So
Yep.
it looks like this.
Okay, and that's how you do it with the other stuff. So we don't need that anymore. Okay, so... Okay. We'll try the Unsharp Mask. Why? Oh, helps if I spell right. I am sleepy. Sleepy beans. All right, Unsharp Mask. Let's look at one at a time. Yes, that adds a little bit of texture. When we add noise, that will probably do the same thing. All right, let's copy that effect to the others. And I kind of want to do an RGB separation on them. It might get too messy. We'll do it after the Unsharp Mask, I think. Yeah, that might not work. Let me move it to the top layer first. Well, 20 is really high. We lose our initial color a lot if we do that. What if I do the Chromatic Aberration effect instead? Chromatic Aberration. Yikes. Why is that so much already? We want no distortion. The swirl's pretty cool. We can do that. Ooh, I have ideas for that part. Okay, ignore that for now. We just want... like RGB separation. I don't feel like that changed anything. Medium? Yikes. Symbol? These are super strong. Actually, wait, go back. I don't want distortion. I can probably turn that off once we figure out what the look we want is. Basic lens. Okay, that's a little better. Distortion amount 0. Oh, 0. So what is this actually doing now? Is it just... oh, it's adding so much glow too. I love it. Okay. I think Unsharp Mask comes after. Ooh, actually, I don't know now. Maybe it goes first. Okay. Let's copy this to the others. I think we're really making a texture here. Ironically, after all this sharpening, we are also going to have to add some blurring. I think it's going to work. So we're going to turn off the sharpen mask on these. Make sure you release a frequency response graph on Wednesday. Yeah. There's so much to say about everything. I'm not going to. It's fine. Oh, dear. Anyway. Things happened, but it doesn't matter. All right. Other than the green, I don't like how the green got all messy. So maybe I turn down the scale quite... stupid phone. Turn down the scale a fair bit. What is this black bar? Oh, that's the really, Red Giant? Okay, we're gonna blur out the back one. Let's just say there's things to say that I should leave unsaid because I would just be proving someone's point, but at some point someone's got to say them. I guess it's just not going to be me. All right, so we want to blur the heck out of that green layer. And actually, we're going to apply a little bit of blur to the blue layer, so we get like almost like we want a lot on the back, a little on the middle, so we get like a progression, I think is the idea I want to go with. So not as much. Yeah. And then this one's really sharp. Okay. We can get some of those highlights for like some detail. Okay, this is looking really good. What's up, Camera Tim? Okay, this is looking really good. So if we put our samurai back behind it, ooh, we lose a lot of room here. Which means we need to make him smaller. I don't want to lose all this detail. We're going to make him pretty small in the frame. And we're going to delete the mask and make our own mask. We are doing some glitch art. We are almost done for the day, but we are doing a little bit of glitch art here. Ooh, we lose a lot of this though. I'm gonna have to compose that back in. See you later. Have a great birthday, Arctics. Have a great birthday. And we're just gonna pin tool our way through this because we just want to mask like way out here. Ooh, I am starving apparently. That's not good to be hungry late. Whoa. I'm gonna have to wrap up soon and get a midnight snack. All right. So we got our mask. We will feather it a bit. And then we want to composite some of this noise. What's next on the menu? Honestly, I have no idea. This late, probably just some chips or something. I don't even know at this point. We might have some leftovers I can munch on for a moment. I don't want to eat too much. All right. So this one, we're going to delete either the... Oh, why was there two masks? Uh-oh. Hold on. I'm confused. Did I know there was two masks? I don't think so. Oh, I Control-D'd the mask. Okay. So this one, I just want the noise. We can actually completely move it for a sec. So I just want that for now. We will move it, rotate it, and get us some good noise layering here. And then update our mask to kind of fit in there. And that should be okay. And then we will duplicate this layer and just bring it up top with the same idea. Just bringing that noise up. All below the existing samurai screen. Actually, I wanted the bottom cut off. Shit. All right. I did not think that through. Now we're going to lose a lot of the sword, but I want that kind of muddied. We're going to... About like that. We lose the sword at the bottom, but we got to save. We got to not have that bottom there. Okay, I think this is the play. So what's this glitch art for? glitching art, creative expression. I don't know. There's no purpose. It's just what I'm doing. It was art time. Spent all weekend working on projects and doing stuff, and it was time to just do some arts. Arts and farts. By the way, if you want to support the arts and farts, I need a command for it. Patreon.com/glitchart. Feather that a bit. Alright. This is probably really cool. I don't have an easy way of previewing. Actually, if I set it to third quality, can I cache render it? Okay, that's gonna go really slowly. We'll get 1 second in so you can see the general animation, and then that'll be fine. I don't want to wait forever. Like I said, I gotta go eat. All right, that's fine. Let's play it back now, y'all. Yo, that's looking sick. Okay, that should be fine. So, for now, we'll treat this as okay. We may come back and make changes, but I'm loving that already. We do lose a bit of that noise texture. I'm still not happy about that. Like the background noise was like half of the appeal. So what if I shrink them a bit too? I really want that to come through. Ooh. We mask out the okay. We mask out the green from the inside and only have it come on the outside, and maybe the blue too. Okay. We got this. So just do. It can be super lazy. At least until we adjust everything, and I'm like, why did I make that mask lazy? As I've done like 5 times tonight already. Why did that add to it? Oh, I see. Subtract. I'm gonna have to pre-compose that. Yep. All right. Never mind. Delete the mask. Thank you. All right. Pre-compose green. Now we mask. Do. Oh, wait a minute. All the effects are still... All right. I feel like it keeps resetting my preferences for this. Control-Shift-C. Move all attributes. I already did that like 4 times. Why would it not do it that time? The world may never know. Nah. Thanks to Sterling, I don't miss a... Yeah, honestly, like, there's a lot of cool stuff you can do with Fusion, but this kind of thing I don't ever see me personally being able to do in Fusion. All right, yes, we're getting that noise back. Okay. Maybe we do the Bluetooth. My concern is you can see the seam there. I thought we had a piece up there to cover that, though. We do, sort of. Where is it at? Oh, no! Why would it move that layer? I clearly had one of these selected. There we go. Oh, that's because it's rotated. Well, and like a lot of the plugins I use are built for After Effects, so there's not as big of a plugin scene for Resolve Fusion yet. All right, that should do it for that part. We should be good there. Well, the color noise was done analog. I'm not worried about that. I'm just talking about the overall workflow and stuff. Like there's a growing small collection of plugins finally, but it's nothing like After Effects. All right, this is blue. So like if there's any specific effect you want that you can't make yourself, you can't just go get a plugin for it most of the time. Whereas with After Effects, there's plugins for literally everything. and that ecosystem will come somewhat in time. But After Effects has only had like a 30-year head start, so I wouldn't wait around for it if you're trying to do specific work. Okay. No, we lost the seam there too. All right, what if I just tweak the mask? Nope, 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 nope. I don't want to move it. I want to... No, I don't want to make a new one. I do wish this was more cooperative sometimes. There we go. What if we start bringing it in, like, subtly? I don't know that there's a good way to do it, though. We can, like, edge it. Ugh. And then feather it a bit. Obviously, if I'd made this a circle, this would be easier, but it's fine. Or, you know, any lips for the mask in the first place, but like... I think that works out. There we go. All right. We have created a rift, an interdimensional rift that our lovely samurai is breaking through. Now we just need a set piece that looks inappropriate for it that we can tweak for it. So we're going to pre-compose literally all of this now. Dimensional gate. So we can scale it down and do what we want with it. So I was looking for just like a typical ancient Japan landscape of some sort. I say typical as if that's a real thing we can photograph, but like I want it to look like it's breaking through ancient times or something. Or maybe I want it breaking through modern times. I feel like the portal and the glitch aspects already feel cyberpunky modern enough that I don't want to put it in a cliche cyberpunk space. I want to put it in a space where that element would be out of place. Maybe we go back to that original image now. We have our gateway. So I had originally picked out this as our photograph, and I was just going to mask out one of the gateways, but since we don't have legs and feet, it didn't make sense to have them standing there. But if we have the portal in here, and then we can do some color casts, maybe that's the play. So we'll bring this in here. New comp from selection. And we want to place our gate into it. And maybe we want to not use that whole image. I don't like the contrast on this image. It's very colorized and punchy, but we can probably tweak it. We're gonna have to make this really small though to be visible, so we're gonna have to commit to a size. How big was this originally? 3648 by 5472. Let's crop it in Photoshop and commit to a square-ish, I guess. Because I don't want all that height. We're gonna make everything really small to fit that. So like, like I said, I do not like the shadows here. Let's get about there. That's probably good. It needs some work itself, but we can do that in After Effects. I think this will work. We're shrinking it so much, though. I don't like that, but realistically, what else were we going to do? I don't want to lose too much of the path. Like, I wanted to keep a little bit of the path. Trying to put circles and squares, I guess, is the problem. Yeah, I don't feel like I'm going to get the polished result I set out to accomplish, but that's okay. We can have this going here. We can create some glows at some point along the way. Whoa. Okay, that's fine. I want to start. I don't think I'm going to finish tonight because I really need to go eat, but we can start tweaking this image a bit. I want to bring up that sharpness. This might be overkill, but we can make it look like an old photo. I just want you to visibly see the details of everything here. Okay, not that much. So this is kind of what I'm thinking. I feel like the scale and the proportions of everything are wrong. Ooh, I know how we can fix it. Duh. Okay. We scale up the rift. And it's behind the gate. Like, that's what I wanted in the first place. So we can scale up the rift, float it a bit, and then we will crop out the gate to go over top of it. And we still have the glow going out. We can draw some lights. We can tweak the colors of the photo. We're going to have to... This is third resolution instead of full. We're going to have to... Wow, it's not even going to update, is it? Oh, what the... Okay. Do some tweaking on our samurai in here because we lost a lot of that texture. I feel like this is not full resolution. We lost a lot of that texture at some point. I don't know what's happening with our sizing here. Oh, it's still rendering. Okay. But we want to reclaim that noise because that noise was like the cool part. So we might have to come in here and like over sharpen this, which I don't want to do, but we can... Oh, it's there. Okay, never mind. We're good. I'm also going to, before we're done, real quick, come in here to Dimensional Gate. I want to take these and pre-compose them as the rings, and I want to experiment with... This will be the last thing I do tonight, and then I gotta stop saying I have to go and just actually go. I want to apply the holomatrix effect, which will make it look like a hologram. I'm stacking very GPU heavy effects here, so it's going to struggle. It's the Midwestern goodbye. Yeah, something like that. Oh, it's not wanting to render it at all. All right, let's drop the playback res to third, I guess. It's still not wanting to render it. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, that's what the playback res looks like. Ooh, that's closer. I'm going to have to... Okay. We'll do this later. I'm going to have to apply them individually and then get it rendered out with some higher res because obviously that's a problem. But this is the right idea. I think I'm going to go back and... individually to each ring, apply that effect and tweak it just so that it's super subtle, but we get that little like hologram effect going on top of all this. And I think that'll really sell it. And then we compose it here in these arches. I still got to try to sharpen it up or find an alternative image. And I think we have something cool. It's not as polished as a lot of the compositions I've seen that I wanted to like live up to. But I think we're going to end up with something cool. All right. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much for all the raids. I guess since we got so many, we can go find someone to raid real quick. I don't usually do it, but that's not because I don't, like, want to necessarily. It's just I kind of need to end the stream most of the time, like, and run away. And so, all right. Who are we going to raid? Read? Who are we going to read? I don't think we're reading anybody. What should we look for? Let's raid another art stream. Y'all are watching me do art. Let's not do that one. Let's find someone doing something cool. I'm just going to open a couple. Watercolor, that sounds cool. Is that birthday Pikachu? What else we got?
This is what
an ad
looks like.
I don't care about a WeWork fictionary. Okay. Heckin' ads. Oh, Anne Hathaway. Hello. I thought that was... Oh, that's Jared Leto. I thought it was Tom Hiddleston when I first saw it. I was like, that's weird. Okay. Oh, my God. Why is it so long? That's what she said. This is also why I don't raid. It takes forever to find someone to raid. I need someone who picks it out ahead of time. Okay. I want to see some... Okay. Yeah. This person's actually making something like in real time. This looks really cool. All right, /raid this person. Let's go. I don't even know how many of you are left, but let's go. I guess we'll turn on the audio. Raid! I'm gonna bounce as soon as it's done. Party of 45, y'all are wild! She don't even notice. Oh, now she do.
It's Tut. I don't know what he's trying to do, but whatever it is, I'm just disappointed. Whatever it is, it disappoints me. EposVox, thank you oh so very much for the raid.
Yes.
Greetings and welcome. Hello, hello.
Okay.